Hi everyone. This is a post update to Ian. It's been about 4 weeks since Ian happened in South Florida, and this is just a post update because I have not been able to be at home. There was no electricity, no water, no internet. We were told to evacuate from the Tuesday before Ian hit. We were only given about 6 hours, I would say, and yeah, we had to leave. Uh, you know, um, so I've been staying at my brother's house, and I would just want to warn you if you're sensitive to the images in the video being shown, please change the channel, watch something else. The next set of videos is going to be very disturbing to some, and my heartfelt, my heartfelt sincerity goes out to the folks who have worse damages than what we have. Property that we were in, it took some damages, but not too bad compared to other folks who have lost their homes, who've had floods, who've lost everything from their clothes to their electronics to their refrigerators, everything. The most that we have incurred as far as living in this property is whatever was in the fridge, the freezer, all that stuff had to be thrown out. I did not have a generator as yet, so unfortunately I couldn't keep it. I tried my best to pack ice, but eventually the changing of the ice over the few weeks, everything just got mushy, and I just ended up throwing it out. I didn't want to get E. coli bacteria poisoning. Food poisoning is one of the worst things too. So, but anyways, fast forward 4 weeks. Here we are today, October 16th, and I'm doing my post after so long. And I apologize to the viewers who've been watching my videos. I have not been able to post anything, and I apologize. I could not. I did a go live at my brother's house. He had semi-decent Wi-Fi signal over there, and he's over in on the east coast of Florida, Fort Lauderdale. So I'm back home now. I was able to get a chainsaw, and we chopped up a few of the trees and pulled it out to the curb and clear up as best as we can. The pool cage, along with the mesh and everything, got destroyed. Those things will have to be dealt with. Some branches, like the palm trees, fell on top of the roof. That we were able to remove. The gutters, the roof has some damage because of that. And yeah, so the next set of footage, guys, if you're very sensitive to this, change the channel. There we go. Which is 4 weeks ago, like I mentioned. Things are not back to normal again. The gas stations, some of them still does not have electricity, and we're still suffering with gas shortages. A lot of folks still does not have electricity in Fort Myers. Water has been restored to I believe everyone, but electricity and internet has not. So even if you get electricity, it's very spot. Sorry, not electricity. Even if you get internet, it's still very spotty. Cell phone signal, the cell towers are all down in Fort Myers and Cape Coral. So those, it doesn't matter what you have, Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, Sprint, it doesn't matter what you have, the cell phone towers are down. You're lucky if you get one bar. Communication with family is very difficult as well. So here we go. Without further ado, here are the videos.
All right, I'm about to go fire up the grill and just start cooking.
God bless you, man.
Hey, brother.
You know, I'll tell you what, he is good.
Amen to that.
And I thank you, man.
I'm Robert.
My name's Marlo.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Yeah, I'm 4 days camping out in my car, you know.
Really?
I got off in Matlacha, where my house is, you know, about 1:30 in the morning.
You thirsty or anything?
No, I'm doing okay for now.
Okay.
You know, maybe save that for somebody more needy.
I got my boat. My crew's coming. They're bringing boat, cases and cases of water. I got 500 pounds of chicken here. I'm just gonna start cooking, man.
You know, and I was just gonna ask you, when's that gonna be ready?
As fast as I can get it done, brother. I'm gonna make this shit as hot as I can. And we're gonna get it going, brother.
Awesome. I thank you.
You just
God
hang
bless
out
you.
and relax. We'll be good.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't want to get in your way here.
You ain't in my way. You ain't in my way.
Sitting over here in this great Suburban, you know, and that's where I'm going to be for the next couple of days anyway.
I'm assuming you're setting up to start cooking something, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How many hours do you think, honey?
I'll be ready to. People be ready to eat in an hour.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
What are you getting? What are you?
I got
cooking?
500 pounds of chicken on my truck.
Okay.
It'll be good too, and it's
Okay.
gonna be free. No sooner than I get set up, people are already asking me about food. I'm making my fire a lot hotter and a lot faster than I typically would, just because time is of the essence. See the bodies right there? So sad, man. So bad, bro. This ain't no joke.
No.
So as we left the boat ramp, the things we saw will be etched into my mind for the rest of my life. Things that I would never ever consider putting on video. Things that I wished I never saw and it never happened. But as we got out into the bay and I started seeing the destruction, I thought we have to get somewhere to help somebody, and we were running out of time. We'd been cooking all morning, it's late in the afternoon, and we could either go south or north. North was farther away and it was going to be a rougher run, but I thought, hopefully there's someone we can find. So we headed all the way down to the far northwest side of Pine Island. What's your name?
Brandon.
I'm Robert.
Robert. Pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely.
That should be the road over there.
I'll give you some money, bud.
I don't want any money. What's your name?
Gary.
Mr. Gary.
There.
I'm Robert.
You.
You guys,
Pleasure to
listen,
meet you.
Nice meeting both of you guys. You guys are awesome.
don't worry.
I'm telling you what, well, it blew out the bottom part of the garage over there, and after it done that, it turned around, blew both those garage doors down and everything, you know.
Wow.
And that was really bad. It turned around, it must have been 150 to 170 mile an hour winds. Then, after as it's coming in, I could see across the canal over there because it's right there facing that, and the water was going down about 3-4 feet over there. When the back end came, it pushed that water in an hour. Man, I'll tell you what, that wind was blowing 90 to 150 mile an hour to the tail end of it. and
Wow.
everything. I
Wow.
mean, it was crazy.
Okay, so this
Sideways.
is what I would like to do. Why don't we do this? Can I just leave? I have more gas here. I'm gonna leave all that gas. I will leave all the gas with you. I've got like 10 or 20 cases of water. I want to
Okay.
leave it all with you, just with the belief that if somebody needs it or if you
Oh.
can help anybody, I want you to help them.
Oh,
Okay.
I will. I will. You know, that ain't no problem. You know, I'll help them
All right.
with whichever.
I'd like to get your number too, because I'd like whenever things get good, I come take you fishing.
Well, thank you. Well, you want some more
All right,
gas?
all right, you guys. Let's see who else we can keep. This was literally an island oasis 2 days ago.
time, the winds have been so strong that there's roof damage to my neighbor's house directly across the street, as well as to the one on the left. The utility pole outside the front of my house has snapped and fallen, and the transformer is hanging by the electrical wires. My neighbor's boat canopy has been ripped to shreds, and my screen door has been ripped off and blown into the pool. The water level has now breached the seawall and is rising into people's backyards. The damage to my roof has now become more severe. Water is now starting to flood the street. At this point in time, the water has now risen about 8 feet. Docks have become completely submerged in the water. The utility pole is now surrounded by water, and the street is completely flooded. The water has risen about 10 feet and is becoming dangerously close to flooding our houses. That boat on the left belongs to a neighbor about a quarter-mile down the street from me and had become loose and was blown all the way down the canal. We saw many things floating by our house. These kayaks also belonged to neighbors far down the street and were blown anchor and all the way down to our house. The water has now risen about 11 feet, and the house is dangerously close to becoming flooded. At this point, we had elevated many important items to keep what we could dry. Driveways are now becoming flooded. It seemed like the hurricane was never going to end. It just kept going on and on. The canal looked like an ocean with all those big waves. The water level continued to rise. Mailboxes were now almost completely submerged in the water. Eventually, the winds finally started to slowly die down as darkness approached. This is the day after the hurricane. There's debris everywhere, in my yard, my neighborhood, and throughout the streets of Cape Coral. There's no electricity and no water throughout the city. Here is a look at some of the aftermath of Hurricane Ian in Cape Coral. This large carport completely collapsed, crushing the many cars underneath it. There are power lines down throughout the city. All the way down this block, not only were the power lines knocked down, but some of the poles themselves are now completely missing as they were washed away by the floods. You can see many boats have been damaged. The flood waters rose so high that some of these large boats ended up on the walkway. Some boats can be found in a median in the middle of a road. Someone's rooftop has blown off and landed in the road. The flooding has caused the car on the right to float into the street. This car has also floated into the street. There are utility poles that are leaning, threatening to fall at any moment. There are many large trees that have fallen into the opposite lane, preventing anyone from driving on that side of the road. Fallen electrical wires are strewn across roads. All the street lights throughout the city were not working. This is Tarpon Point Marina. The damage here is severe.
There's literally a boat crossing over Fort Myers Bridge. Yeah. So right now I'm crossing over Fort Myers Bridge. We just saw a boat on the road and a jet ski. I'm looking at the marinas that are here. There are yachts that are buried in the marina, in the slip. Oh man, I don't even know if I can capture this on video, but I'm gonna do my best. I don't know if you can see that. The boats are literally buried. There's just so
Take the bottom side of the hurricane here and draw it up at 9 miles per hour.
Where's the road?
And we have to go out really far in time. I mean, this thing is crawling through the area, so it is going to take a while. We'll go up to 240 minutes there. So, and I will drag this down. But this is when you're going to start to see things improve as far as the wind and the rain. The storm surge is going to continue because even after the storm pulls away, we're still going to have. We were kind of tracking this off the air a little bit earlier. Well, let me go out in time here. We'll just double the time out here, and that's all it's going to give me. Unfortunately, is up till clock.
Yeah. Oh, there's no way to get out.
Cape Coral, it may be more like 7:45.
Okay, yeah, you can get out that way.
Starting to see the northern edge of that eye wall lift into your area. So let's go ahead and show that area to you. Rob Duns just a moment ago showed you the bottom side of that eye wall, and when
We should at least just go to P2.
would start to get into that eye, like if we zoom down in Punta Gorda, your wind is not bad at all right now. Again, Port Charlotte, you're just now starting to see that eye lift on top of you. September 27th, 2022, Tropical Storm Ian was looking like Tampa's problem, but just to be safe, we cleared the yard, put up our shutters, and joined the rest of the family at my parents' very coastal house, which, as you just saw, that was a mistake. September 28th, 2022, the storm didn't go to Tampa, and actually stalled at about 8 miles per hour right as the eye wall passed our coast. The storm surge was supposed to be 14 to 20 feet, and when it was all done, DeSantis called it a 500-year flood, which is just insane. This is the road, or what was the road. That's about how much space we have before the house starts flooding. And we're trying to not think about that, right, honey? Dude, my heart just started pounding. At least. Okay, pretty serious situation. The water is rising. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's coming up, and the radio basically, we got some radio signal, and they basically told us to get on the roof. So we got to decide what we're gonna do because the storm's not stopping, and they're basically saying figure out how to save your life. Things got pretty serious. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine, but pretty serious. My brother and I did a quick recon mission, and were able to make it to the high ground through the water. So we packed up the kids and the grandma, and we made our way to the parking garage where it was at least dry.
Experiencing this, but it is just unbelievable.
Yeah, the gate's broken.
I mean, it's just one after
The hurricane
another
broke the
of these,
gate.
insanely high levels of water in the area. We have a lot
Hold on.
of you on the phone line. I want to get some more calls. We're also getting over here. I'll just on for you so we can get you an update.
And in about 1/10 of the time it took to rise, the water receded. It still wasn't over. The water was still high, and the wind was peaking at 140 miles per hour, according to the National Weather Service. This was a serious storm. People died. They're still pulling people out of the Rebel and Fort Myers Beach. There are parts of cities completely leveled. Cities and buildings that have been around since Thomas Edison. There are landmarks that my brothers grew up around, that they're just gone. The Fort Myers Beach Pier's gone, Times Square's destroyed, the Sanibel Causeway's missing pieces. I'm sure there's more. This is only a day later that I'm making this. Looking back, there was a bit of a funny angle during Irma because it was supposed to be the biggest storm the U.S. had ever seen, but it landed, only as a pretty bad tropical storm. It was still bad, but it wasn't nothing compared to this. I think during Irma we played Monopoly. It just wasn't this serious.
For rapid restoration and strongly encourage you to take the necessary steps. Oh my God. For possible extended the pain at the
gas pumps.
Oh wait, no, during time. What inflation is, but my friends at Earth's Best do. If you call them today, you'll pay 20%
Oh God, it definitely could have been worse.
So just to show you how strong the winds were, these are sturdy metal stuff. Look at that. And also over there, I don't know if you guys can
keep left on
see it, but
884
that's Top Golf. It's a shooting range for golfers. Check out all the damage nets. The wind just ripped those nets apart, and that's not mesh, that's net. So if a wind can do that, man, that's crazy. Look at the damages on that. So we definitely have the camera crews, helicopters, going around. So we got some damages here. Palm trees by the gas station fell over. Guys, FEMA is coming, and they're coming to our help, as you can see. So thank you so much to the FEMA organization. We really appreciate you guys. So guys, we do have on Colonial Boulevard, we do have the lights, the stop lights. They're out, but there is police officers directing traffic, so that's a really good thing. We do have some of the lights that we can tell that have fell. They're covered now with bags and such to indicate that it's no longer working condition. So that's just a quick update. And of course we're seeing police presence as we're driving down Colonial. So we do have electric lines that's down. Police officers are trying to direct the traffic. Direct the traffic on Colonial. So as I keep driving, guys, we're heading from Fort Myers into Cape Coral. I'll keep videoing if I see any damages or anything that I need to point out. Yeah, guys. So we're on Veterans Memorial Parkway right now. We got diverted because the stoplights were out. We're trying to make a left into Country Club, but the police had to redivert it. So we just went a little further up on Veterans. We're at the stoplight to do the U-turn, and the National Guard is here. The police officers are here. They're helping divert the traffic, which is a great thing. And I just want to mention, thank you so much to them for helping out. Major props to them for helping. Alright, so we're heading back now down. This is Veterans Memorial. We made that U-turn and we're heading back up. So we're going to Country Club Boulevard, I believe. There's a giant tree that's down there. I got split. There's a lot of damaged trees, down trees all the way around here.
Dreams holding us closer, meadows of our youth, 107 days, but recalling it backwards, our dreams holding us closer. Ooh, we can see so clear. Ooh, we can see so clear.
At least they're okay.
Okay, so we got a lot of damages to this street. Fence, the trees. Yeah, it's bad, guys. Alright guys, so we're home, and this is pretty much what it looks like over by me. It's a lot of damages, just letting you know. So, starting from the front of the yard, there was a tree that was over here that got uprooted. The house itself, structurally it looks okay, the roof looks okay. But that tree in the front definitely fell. And taking you around to look at the back now. So roof looks okay. Inside, windows, everything okay. It's just this person's gazebo doors fell down. Here's some trees in the back that fell. The coconut tree fell. I gotta go start picking up some of these banana plants and stuff. But yeah, a lot of damages. A lot of shit all over the place, man. This tree completely uprooted and fell. It's crushing one of my banana plants there too. Sugar canes all fell over. You guys want coconuts? There's free coconuts. Come take them. This person's boat got damaged. The dock got damaged. Next door neighbor, their tree got damaged as well. Over there, their boat dock got damaged. So now here is the most of the damage. This is between my house and the side yard. It's a lot of mess. A lot of trees, palm trees fell. Stuff is leaning on the roof right now. You know, so I'm gonna have to try to move that off of the roof before it knocks down more of the like the gutter and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go tend to that now. As far as the gazebo area, yeah, definitely some of the mesh panels got ripped out, as you can see. And the stuff is inside the pool. A lot of leaves inside the pool. Mesh is inside the pool. So definitely quite a few panels got destroyed. That's about it, guys.